In today's tutorial, let's do Jeannie's magic blanket that's coming up right now, and this is really quick and easy. Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd as well as yarnspirations.com. I'm your host Mikey. Today we're going to work on Jeannie's magic blanket, and Jeannie is my assistant and she's come up with a pattern, and we just need 3 balls of the Bernat baby blanket. You can find the pattern information in the more information link of this particular video, and this is a really great easy to use pattern. We're going to be using a size L 8mm crochet hook today, and I'm going to show you how to get started, and once you get started basically the rest of it is really quite easy as well. So let's begin. So let's begin with the slip knot, and I am using the Bernat baby blanket size L 8mm crochet hook today. So let's go for this, and it says to do 6 foundation double crochets. Wait a minute, what is that? So this is kind of an unusual start, and you know what, why not expand your skills. So let me show you how to do a foundation double crochet. So we want to just only chain 3, so 1, 2 and 3. And what we want to do is that we want to come into the very beginning stitch. So we want to wrap the hook first and going into the very first one. Okay, so it's the very first one way down here. So this chaining of 3 that you'd already started with is actually a double crochet as well. So once you pull through, okay, you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 and 2 like a regular double crochet. So what we want to do is that we want to play in the bottom section of this particular stitch. Okay, so this here is a starting, so don't worry about that. So we want to come to the new bottom one, and that's where we're going to play next. So to do that, we wrap the hook and we come into the new bottom one going in, and this will become really obvious in just a few more stitches. So you want to come in, there's actually 2 strands of yarn here. Okay, that's just like a regular stitch, yarn over, pull through, you have 3 loops on your hook, and there's your double crochet as normal. So what you're doing is you're expanding the borders on both sides. So let's begin. So I'm expanding the stitches on both sides. So we're gonna wrap the hook, come and look down, okay, and grab the new bottom one of the last one that we just did. Just going in, pull through 2 and 2. Okay, so what's happening on here now that we're getting a little bit further, you're having perfect stitches on this side and perfect stitches on this side, and you're having a very thick double crochet foundation row. So the whole trick to this particular start when I'm going down is that Jeannie says that we need to do this in multiples of 3 plus 1 at the very end. So basically when I go to count, you can count these particular stitches. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you want to keep them in multiples of 3. So she has a total of 60, but if you want to change the size to being bigger or smaller, as long as you keep it in groups of 3 and then add 1 at the end, you're always going to have success in this particular pattern. So let's continue. So going in, and so I'm gonna do a total of 10 going across. So I would have my multiple of 3, which gives you 9, and then I'm gonna add 1 extra, which gives me 10. So I find it a little difficult to kind of count these as they go because of the stitch work, so I just kind of do a whack of them and then I count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 9. And do one more. That's 10. So I want to just double count before I get there. The ball that I'm taking this yarn off is pretty tight, so don't mind me. So there is your final. So let me count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So if you're doing her pattern as prescribed, it's going to be 60, and if you want to change the size, just do multiples of 3 and then add 1 at the end. Let's begin the next row. So let's turn our work. So let's go up the next one. So what you have differently than normal crochet is that you would have had a chain and then you built up on the chain, but because we've done a foundation double crochet is that it's all built at the same time. So let's begin the first row. So row 2 and 3 are going to be identical for the remainder of this particular project. So for this one we're going to chain 1 first. We're going to single crochet into the first one, and then we're simply just going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and then just skip 2 double crochets and single crochet into the next, just like that. That's how easy this is. So you're gonna move across your entire line like that. So you're gonna chain 2, skip 2 and single crochet into the next, and then you're gonna come to the very last section by the time you get all the way down there. So chaining 2, and you'll be single crocheting into the final stitch. So this is how that multiples of 3 plus 1 work out, so that you end up with even sides just like this. So that was row number 2. Let's do row number 3. So let's turn our work and do number 3. Very easy again. We're going to start by chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3, and that counts as a double crochet, and we're going to put 2 double crochets into this next space just like this. So right 2 into there, and then we immediately just jump to the next chain 2 space and just 2 double crochets again, and that's all you're going to do for this entire row going across. Okay, so 2 there. Here's your last one, so by the time you get all the way to the other side, you just put 2 in your final, and we have to put in 1 double crochet into the final single crochet that you have here in order to keep it in balance. So that was row number 3. So now we're going to return back to row number 2 and then 3, 2 and 3 all the way throughout this afghan. So let's turn our work and do row number 2 again. So row number 2, again, very easy. So we're gonna chain 1, okay, single crochet into the first one, then chain 2, 1 and 2. And what we're going to do is that we're going to put in the single crochet right in between the 2 double crochet spaces. Do you see that? So you just got to put it so you see that they're in groups of 2. Just go right into that space and single crochet. So you don't have to worry about any particular stitches. It's nice to work in spaces. It's just easier. Then chain 2, go into the space, okay, and then chain 2, and then you'll just, in this case, you'll just have to go to the top of the chain 3 like that. So let's turn our work and do number 3 again. So number 3, chaining 3, which counts as a double crochet in the chain 2 space. You are going to put in 2 double crochets, okay, and then you're going to jump to the next chain 2 space like that, jump to the next chain 2 space, and you're gonna do that all the way across, and then don't forget you're gonna do 1 double crochet into the final single crochet like so, and then you're gonna start row number 2, or row number, what is that, row number 2 all over again. So turn our work, chain 1, 1 single crochet into the first, then chain 2, and then just immediately jump over to where you see how it's divided. So it's the first one, so single crochet, chain 2, then single crochet into the next space, and then chain 2, and then single crochet into the final top of the chain 3. So that's how you begin to do this. It's actually quite easy, and it looks really quite nice and remarkable, and this is Jeannie's Magic Blanket, and the free pattern is available on thecrochetcrowd.com. Until next time, I'm Mikey on behalf of the Crochet Crowd as well as yarnspirations.com. Have a great day. We'll see you again real soon. Bye bye.